Hey everyone, just want to give you a quick update on my surgery. I had that, it's been about 7 or 8 weeks now at this point, but I appreciate all your thoughts and comments and prayers. It's been great. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm getting back to work now. So for this video, I'm just going to kind of show you just a glimpse of some things I'm working on right now. Staining some doors, polyurethaning, getting some grout and some tile. Got a closet built, so just going to kind of do a general overview on that. In a few weeks, I'll be getting back to some more regular videos that will go into more in depth. But for this project, it's just going to be kind of a glimpse overview of some of the things I've been working on. And then in a few weeks, we'll have some videos that should be interesting. We'll be getting into some more detail on those things. They should be fun. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you are all doing well. Let's get to work. These doors, I'm applying a water-based polyacrylic. Just applying the polyacrylic with a staining pad. Goes on nice and smooth. The pad helps eliminate bubbles. And then I'm smoothing it out with one of these foam brushes here. Got a nice wide one. Helps minimize any streaks that might show up. The staining pad's a nice fast way to get the polyurethane on, and then the foam brush really helps to smooth it out. Probably doing about 3 coats of poly on these doors. I like to apply the poly to the panels first. Do a panel, smooth it out, then move on to the next panel. Go around the edges of the panel for any poly that did get up onto the rails and stiles. And then I apply it to the rest. Usually do one section at a time. And you want to go in the direction of the grain, whether you're staining or polying. These doors, I've already stained them with a Ipswich pine. That's the color. Real nice, subtle color. Polyacrylic dries real fast. Probably within 30 minutes it'll be nice and dry. Once you get it applied, if you don't get right on it, you'll feel it's already starting to get pretty sticky. So I try to get my brush onto it pretty quickly so it doesn't start streaking it with the brush. When you're applying poly, light is your friend. You can get right down and look at the door at an angle, and the light will expose any spots that you've missed. also want as dust-free of an environment as possible. So you don't want to be polying a door or whatever you're polying right after you sand it. If you're going to sand it, take it outside and sand it, or do it in another room, or wait a day or so after you sand it to put your poly on. Once I'm done, I just go back and I check any of the corners, make sure there hasn't been any buildup of the poly. Sometimes you'll get it brushed out and then come back after you finish the door, and some of the poly, because the door is not going to be perfectly level, some of the poly might have just built up a little bit in some of your inside corners. So just smooth those out so you don't end up with buildup drying. Looks good. When using the staining pad to apply the poly, you just want to lightly apply it. You don't want to squish the pad right on, because that can create bubbles as it squishes the poly out. So just let the poly run out of the pad and onto your wood. And then these foam brushes, they do a nice job of smoothing out any bubbles that did form. There's 1,000,001 different ways of applying polyurethane. Just kind of find what works for you and stick with that. I've also had good luck with just buying a nice high quality brush. There's some nice ones out there. Worcester and Purdy, they make some nice polyurethaning brushes. I've had good results with those. Spraying the poly on if you've got the option for that. It's another great way to do it. So yesterday I got to see the total solar eclipse. That was quite a sight to see. I had a lot of fun watching that with my family. Where I was, it was just outside the line of totality. I think it was like 99.94% coverage, something like that. But it's really cool to see how the temperature changed as the sun got covered, and just watching it's like a sunset in the sky. It was quite beautiful. All right, we'll let these doors dry and we'll go on to something else while we're waiting for them to dry. These doors, they're already finished up. Looking good. All right, we'll get some grout mixed up here. This grout I'm using is a product made by Prism. I really like their grouts. It's really nice to work with. It has a nice drying time. It's pretty fast, but not too fast to manage. Especially for what I'm doing right now. It's a very small amount that I have to grout. We'll see that in just a minute. I've already laid the tile. Most of the tile is going to be covered by the sink that's going in. It's an overmount sink. So pretty quick and easy project. When you mix grout, you want to go nice and slow. If I was mixing a larger amount, I would probably use a power mixer, but you want a nice slow mixer. Mix this for about 5 minutes. And we'll wait 5 minutes. We'll mix it for a minute. All right, let's apply the grout now. All right, now it's time to wipe it off. You just get your sponge, just dip it in the water and then wring it out so it's just lightly damp. You don't need it real wet. And then just start cleaning off your tiles and following along the grout lines. You'll end up with a nice smooth grout line. You want to be sure to wipe all the grout off the tiles too, because if you don't, it'll dry on the tile, and if you just leave a thin layer, you'll end up with a film, and then you have to get some stuff to clean that off with. They do make products for cleaning off haze, but I'd rather not have to go through that step. All right, so now we'll wait a few hours, then we'll clean it off. It should be all set up. All right, it's set for a few hours. Now we can clean it up. All right, looks good. Like I said, a lot of that's going to get covered up by the sink that's getting mounted in there. So this room that we're standing in right now is what's going to become a bathroom. And this closet we're going to build is for the pink room right here. So this bathroom is going to be a project down the road, but today we're building it'll be a 4x2 closet. Inside it's going to be finished off with a shiplap, and it's going to have shelves. It's going to be all shelves, not having any hanging clothes in here. We've got another closet on that side for clothes to be hung on. So this is going to be all shelves, shiplap, so it should be a real fast build. Not going to have to deal with mudding drywall and painting it and all of that. So let's get it done. These laser levels are super handy for getting your marks transferred from the floor to the ceiling. I'll go ahead and mark it out with a pencil. A lot easier to follow a pencil line when you're cutting out than using this laser. So that's the outside of our wall framing. to mark out for the shelves. The nice thing about using the laser level is I can just make one mark for each shelf on the way up, and then I'll use my laser level to get a mark for the side walls and the back wall to put my bracing on, and then we'll set the shelves right on. Going 16 inches spacing for each of the shelves. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Stay tuned. More projects will be coming your way. Have a great day.